quite simply, why did these young guys go out and kill?
I think that there are many reasons, and the first one, of course, is the way they understand Islam, or they were taught Islam in a way which is a binary vision, and what we hear coming from Syria and Iraq, and some violent extremist groups are saying Muslims are right, so all the other people are wrong, and then we are oppressed by the West, we are oppressed by France or by the United States of America or the West as a whole, and then there is a wrong understanding.
But some are also pointing to a failure in the integration process in France.
No, I don't think that as a whole it has to do with integration. I think that the great majority of French Muslims, European Muslims, are part of the society, and look at the reactions. You know, it's just a complete consensus coming from all the communities in the West condemning what happened. I think it's very marginal and has nothing to do with the long process. In historical terms, the fact that the Muslims are now part of the Western and the European society, this is a fact, and we have to avoid coming back every time with the same questions.
Is France an increasingly racist country, in your opinion?
No, France is, no, I don't think that this is, generalizing such statements is completely wrong. France is not racist, even though we have racists in France.
Well, you live in Britain.
Everywhere.
You live in Britain at the moment. How do you see the difference in the two countries? Is there a difference in the way they treat their Muslim communities?
What we have, it's a transnational reality now that you can see in Germany, in Belgium, in France, even in Britain with the rise of the UKIP party, that they are stigmatizing the immigrants and the Muslims, saying Islam is alien to the European continent. And my position is to say exactly the opposite. Islam is a European religion, is a Western religion, and we have to deal with it. We are going to build our future together.
Do you think it's probably one of the objectives of the terrorists to create this division, to create this Islamophobia, and thus engender more radicalisation?
What they want is to nurture this Islamophobia, to nurture this sense of alienation and frustration. This is where we have to stand, and this is what I'm saying to the Muslims around the world, is do exactly the opposite of what psychologically you would do, which is don't isolate yourself, don't be on the margin, come mainstream, be visible, be vocal, be the voice of the voiceless or the silent majority that are all against what is happening.
Islam is being interpreted in an increasingly violent way. There is a very frightening strand of the religion that is developing. Do you think that is here to stay?
No, I think that we don't know what could happen, but this is once again very marginal compared to the huge majority of the Muslims, and this is where.
But it's growing.
If we want to, it's growing, but it's still very marginal. You know, 90% of my time, I'm coming to media to say what Islam is not. I'm not invited to say what Islam is, what are the values, what is the spirituality, what we are sharing. I am put always on the defensive. Tell me why you are not a danger. Why don't you want me to speak about why I am an added value in the society? Why I can, and in which way we can bring something. The perception of Muslims today in the West is always either you are apologetic or you are on the defensive. We have to stop this way of talking to ourselves, because at the end of the day, I am a Westerner like you, and I am a Muslim part of the future.
Tariq Ramadan, many thanks.
Thank you so much.